everybody, Patti Tolley Parrish here. I know Shannon loves to hear me say that. But I am here. I think this is going to be quick, relatively speaking. And one of the reasons I'm filming this is because in hopes that my experiment tonight causes my untimely demise, I'll have a documentation of it on my computer. Hopefully the detectives will be able to figure it out. But anywho, last time I played with alcohol inks, damn near offed myself with the fumes. Now, I've played with them before, and I don't know what I did different. And I had my hot flash fan. I have one of those tower fans over here on the side blowing. I don't know if I just used too much at a time. I don't know what I did. But I walked out of here walking sideways like a crab. And I'm telling you, drunker than a skunk off these fumes. So, I'm going to try not to do that part. But I want to try alcohol inks on a couple things. And I just found this, I was kind of led to this alcohol ink Facebook page, which is awesome. It's a private page. I don't know if you have to be invited or join or whatever, but such a helpful group. And oh my God, you should see the stuff. But anyway, check out June Rollins, R-O-L-L-I-N-S. Check out her blog, and she sells videos and has some demo videos and stuff on her blog and on YouTube. And they are fabulous. But anyway, so I have a ceramic tile here. Pardon me. And a little piece of yupo. And I want to work up to another substrate. It's going to be a little surprise to see if it works. I'll capture it on camera if it does. But anyway, let's just start on a little piece of yupo. That I've done before. And I want to try to incorporate some of these because I just love these little things. These are the, they're by Prima. Prima markets them under the Finnabair collection for Anna Dabrowski. And they're packaged like so. And they're 4 sizes, 36 stickers in there. And they're the Finnabair. Of course, that's in the way of the little butterfly moth logo. I really like these. They look so cool under a layer of paint like we did on Finn's journal for that class I took at Queen's Ink that I showed you guys. But, yeah, here's the sizes and the quantities of what you get. And we'll see. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm going to try throw some of those in. Before I turned on, I threw some alcohol ink on one old one that I had, just to see if it would stick. She's a sticking. So I might try to work that into something. But I saw a couple different little techniques that I'm going to try to do, but basically all I've ever done is like drop them on the page, right? Drop the alcohol inks on the page and whatever happens, happens. But I'm going to try to keep a little bit more thought in it. Well, you know what? Maybe not for this one. I don't know. For sure not when I become intoxicated by this stuff. But I'm just going to start dropping and blending and seeing what happens. So I got these little Hoogie Bops here with these little pointy tips on them. It's an alcohol blending solution in one and just alcohol in the other one. Oh, I wanted to put alcohol in a sprayer too. Drats. Hold the thought. Sprayer's got all water in it. Let me put that in my little water brush cleaner thingies over here. There we go. Thought I had everything done off camera before you had to suffer right along with me doing this, but okay, we got alcohol in there. And you get some really cool effects from adding the blending solution and the alcohol. So we'll see if I can do this without, you know, causing myself any severe brain damage or anything like that. And I have no idea what I'm doing. So you know what we're going to do? Dive in. Here we go. Some yellow. I think I should throw some orange in there. Don't you? I do. little yellow, little orange, little blending solution in the wider nozzle. Get it to blend and move around a little bit. This stuff is so fun to play with. Plus, I get really nice drop papers from it. Okay, a little bit more and a finer thing here, the blending solution. Make a little bit of a squiggly line there. I don't know what the hell that's going to do for me, but seems like a good idea at the time. Sorry, I'm turning that away from the camera. That kind of blended and made one color, which is not a bad color. I like orange. So let's do watermelons next. Let's line some watermelon up there. A little blending solution in with that. Drip it down a little bit. Let's turn it this way. Let gravity do something to it. Tap it down a little bit. I'm going to wait for the spray. I'm anxious to try all my stuff here. What do we have here? Raspberry. How bad can that be? Raspberry. Ooh, that's a bright one. Some of these are so bright. It almost looks like you need sunglasses to look at them. Look at them straight in the eye. The blending solution does amazing things to this stuff. Runs pretty loosely. Can you guys see that moving? It's moving around. Okay, now what else? What color didn't I use? Ooh, wild plum. That's an eyeball knocker outer right there. Let's do some of that in here. And a little bit of this goes there. And let's go down. Oops. I have no rhyme or reason to what I'm doing. June Rollins that I mentioned, she does scenes that she calls dreamscapes that are fabulous. Fabulous, fabulous. And they really kind of look like scenery. It's amazing what you can do by just letting the ink have its way with the yupo paper or whatever you happen to be using at the time. But see how this is blending and making these really funky, cool colors? They're so bright and they're just so happy. They're very happy colors. So now, let's see. What do I want to do? Let's just drop some alcohol. Little spritz here and there. Ooh, see what that's doing? It moves it around immediately. Excuse me. It's still blooming. I don't know if that's the right term, but that's what it reminds me of doing. It's like it just like spreads into itself. So let's try doing a little something like this. How did she do that? We're going to spray some alcohol and give it some pattern. Ooh, there's the mosaic when you hold it way up that she talks about. That kind of broken up kind of a pattern. There, where are we? There we go. And then she took a straw. Watch me totally flub this. And she kind of drug the straw. This might not even be wet enough. There we go. Oh, maybe it is. To kind of blend and sort of smooth the colors into one another a little bit. Yeah, that's kind of cool. It did really flatten it out and kind of blend. Damn glare. My husband was on another golf trip of the year. He does 4 a year. This was number 3, finished up. He's home now. Oh, hello. He's home now. I got to get him to do something with those lights. Especially when this is wet like this. It's really hard to not get it to shine. So that's where we are. I'm going to dry this like this and get this to sit still for me for just a minute till I figure out whatever the hell else it is I'm going to do with this. I think maybe we'll take some blue. Maybe the sailboat blue. This dries pretty quickly, actually. exactly. I mean, it's nothing, but it's happy, isn't it? Look at that little bugger. Trying not to get my fingers smeared in some of it. Kind of a lot of texture here and there, but I'm going to take, where to put my blue? Here we go. And let's just do something crazy, like how? Where's my top? Where's my bottom? There isn't really one, is there? Okay, let's make one up. I'm going to go like this with the blue. I don't know why, but that's what I did. Oh, hello. Oop, that may be a little bit too much running there. Not what I had in my head, but uh-oh, oopsie. It's kind of cool. I just like what, it just moves. It's so cool, just the way that it moves everywhere. Let's try doing this again. Little spritz. Oh, wow, that looks cool. It moves so quickly, though, when you spritz it. Damn that glare. There we go. Can you see that? Is that clear? No, not so much. Focus. But the colors are becoming really interesting in here. I don't know what I'm doing exactly. Just adding more blending solution to see what happens. I'm going to put a different blue. Let's go stream in there, maybe, and go the other way. Stream, blending, and let's wash that around a little bit, kind of fill that white void there that made. It kind of like moved the alcohol down to where you could kind of see the paper. I don't know, it's just like every time I do one of these, it's kind of like an ink blot, and I always see a penis. Does that make me a bad person? Great. Just saying. I don't know, that looks like an angry lobster now. Blue lobster, but an angry blue lobster at that. Looky there. So I got no clue where to go from here. You just kind of, well, I just kind of keep playing until I like, hey, that's cool, let's stop. You know, I watch all these videos, and my old brain, she ain't what she used to be, as we all know. By the time I get here, I go to do what I saw, and then I forgot what it was. What the heck? I'm going back to spraying. Let's drag more with the straw and smush it all up. Oh, Lord. Wow. It's kind of remind me of going to the ocean as a kid and doing you know, the twirly paint things where you drop in colors and it splatters and you put it in a frame. Your mom has to display it for all season until you make another one the next year. There's some pretty cool texture going on in there, actually, but it's not, I don't know if I would call this finished or not, but up in here in these orange and golds, Lord. See what I mean? I think that's pretty fabulous myself. Oh, I know. Let's do this. A little bit of the pearl fixative. And kind of drag that in the same path of that blue, perhaps. How's that sound? Sounds good, Patty. Why don't you try that? Oops. Oh, hell. Alright, let's just... And as I squeezed that, I remembered they said, a little bit of that goes a long way, so I might have just, I may have overdone it here. Oh, you know what? Let's do this. I've actually never done alcohol ink with one of these tools before, which is, of course, the blending tool for alcohol inks. But I like to go a little out of the box and make my own way. At this point, I do have no clue of what's happening here, but that's how we all learn, isn't it? By watching me hose myself up. Actually, that's kind of cool. I mean, how can you not like it? It's just a smashed up blob of really cool, bright colors. You know? What's the worst that can happen? Let me dry that a little bit. I really do like this reddy orange up here and the gold, how it's... And I don't know what made it do that, if that's some of the leftover from the spritzing with the alcohol. There's a little bit down here too. But I do like that. You know what, I think for now, just for giggles, I'm going to set this one aside until I decide what else to do with it. Now, what I've done with the other couple pieces I've done, I mean, all like, what, 6 in my whole life, I usually come back and add some rubber stamps and some paint and some 3D stuff and kind of end up using this as my background. But we'll see. I'm going to let that sit there a little bit. And I'm going to move on to ceramic tile, which I wiped off with a baby wipe and that smeared it. So let me just wipe it off with alcohol, since that's what we're using, and see if I get it kind of cleaner and streak-free than that baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Clean as a whistle. There we go. Perfectly shiny. So, let's see if I can give this some more thought this time. Let's go something green and brown on the bottoms. I have caramel and lettuce. And now I'm trying to think, shocker, I know, about doing like a landscape-ish sort of thing. If not really a landscape, the colors that I would visualize in a landscape, going from grass and rocks, whatever, maybe then some water, and then maybe a sunset sky coming up in those colors. What do I know? I really don't know what's going to happen. So, let us move along. Good God. Yeah, cool. Alright. A little bit of this. A little bit of that. Ooh, this really runs off of this. Oh, hello. I don't know why I get those blank spots that it won't cover over, when I know it was just washed off very clear. I'm going to try to freeze that by drying it. Oh, look, now it's blowing. Oh, cool. I need to get a blow dry. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Where's my can of air? Where did I put that? Oh, hello. Hey. Certainly be able to blow myself up with this. Okay, let's put... Did I get another green out of there? I don't have another green. Juniper. It's kind of green. We'll kind of blend that in there too. Oh, that's kind of turquoisey. It's not a very good landscape color, is it? A little bit more brown. That brown was pretty. A little bit more lettuce. Oh, air. Blending solution. Don't you love this? No flippin' idea. Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, so much for the landscape. my rocky bottom. That's kind of cool, though. Oh, you should see how that... I wish you could see that. Can you see how those colors are actually... Well, no. Are actually moving and kind of like finding their place to lay with that blending solution? There's still actually a little bit of movement going on in there. if I had somewhere to tile, and it may be in the garage, be a big surprise for Dave one day, but I thought a backsplash or something with tiles, even if it's abstract like this, would be so flippin' cool. Or if you were doing a backsplash and you had some of the smaller little 2x2 ones and you just splashed them in there. I don't have a backsplash that I need to do. Maybe a wall. I'm going to do something with them because I like this. I like it. That's really slick and shiny on there. I'm sure you should spray it with something when you're finally done. Or do I want to go that way? No. I'm still going to work with the landscape thing in mind. So let's go water next, shall we? Let's go sailboat. Where's pool? Some a little bit lighter stuff. Is that pool? No wonder I'm going to off myself. God. Let's go sailboat and a little bit of pool. A little bit of blending solution. And a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Oh, look at that color. Oh, that's pretty. Yep. Get on there. Hello. Ooh, hello. Ooh, I like it. Oh, I'm like armed and dangerous with this baby, let me tell you. This could end horribly, but well, now here we are. But one thing I thought was really cool, and watching June's little videos that I saw, her process goes really quickly to make a whole completed tile. I mean, that's beautiful. That is a landscape that's got birch trees in the foreground and a moon in the back, and really cool stuff. I don't know what the hell I'm going to end up with, but I don't really care because I like it all. I love abstract stuff anyway. But I like it. I got to tell you. Okay, let's go. Orange would be good from there against that tealy color. All right, a little bit of orange, a little bit of. Let's do purple. Can we put purple in there and not go too stupid here with that little bit of purple? Let's put a little blending solution on there. One more on there. Wash it around a little bit. Get it down in there, but not too brown. Get it up. Oh, I like the purple in there, actually. I do. I think. Oh, shit. The wrong purple. Oh, well. I think it's, there's a learning curve into getting used to how easily and quickly these things flow. Is that the purple? That's not the purple either. That must have been the purple. Maybe it was this. I don't know. But I do like that in there. It's making it a really cool color of something. But there's definitely a learning curve for how... Because these babies, they're moving. They're not wasting any time, let me tell you. They are traveling, especially on this slick surface. And there's really only so much control because it's basically gravity. And me blowing it with this thing that's doing anything. Let me blow some down here that's going to run off the side. Oh, cool. Oh, that's making a fun texture in there. Can you guys see what it's doing? There's some wet that's blowing up. I mean, nothing really looks bad. You know, I mean, it's just kind of like, even like a little trivet, you know, or make a small set and make coasters out of them. Or June sells these handmade wooden jewelry boxes on her site. And they have frames on the top that fit the standard size tiles that are made. So you can make one and then plop it down in there, and they are beautiful. I don't think I'm there yet. But, you know, I'm going to keep going. You know I am. Let's put a little bit of yellow there, a little bit of yellow there. A little orangier. That's kind of turned up caramelly. Not that I have a problem with caramelly, but I want it more orangey. Ooh, look at that. Hello, Mama. But this spray can of air is actually one of the tools that she was using on one of her demos. I thought, ooh, I have none of those. Oh, it's still running. See the dripping coming down from the very tippy top, moving. I'd like to stop that, though. So let me try to dry it. Not too wild about this part in here. So I think what I know what I'll do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Hang on. Get out the old straw. And I think I'm going to lay down a little bit of blending solution on here. And then just see if I can... Oh, Mama. This might have been the new. Well, that's different. Good Lord, look what I've done. But it might turn out being my favorite. I mean, and if it doesn't, I mean, really, what's the harm? You can always redo it. You just add some alcohol and wipe it off, basically. Hey, that's kind of cool, though. Oh, hello. I kind of like that. See what I mean? You can't hardly screw it up. I think I might put a little bit more brown. Where did that go? Here we go. Down here in these, where this is white, coming through there. I don't know why that bothers me. But it do a little bit. A little bit of this, a little bit of this. Blending solution. And oh, that's kind of cool. Look at me. And you know, the fumes are not near as bad today. It must be, I don't know, the direction of the fan, or if I'm just having so much fun, I'm distracted, and I'm actually drunk. Can't say that hasn't happened before, if you know what I mean. A little hole right there. Get rid of that one. Yep, hello. And the hole right there. Ooh, big hole, big blob. Sugar mercy. Oh, crap. Here we go. Let's just see what happens here with blowing straight down. Can't say I was wild about that move. But here we are anyway. I wonder if I can stick this puppy somewhere on there. Kind of out of place. Down on the ground. Although it doesn't really. Oh, the color's going to come through it. Hello, it's clear. Of course it will. Okay, I'm not going to do that right now. I'll save that for something else clever. But, you know, I'm not wild about what happened here. You know what? I'm not wild about it. Let's do something about it. There's no whining. Let's loop this up a little bit. Get more orange down here. Maybe a little drop of watermelon. Make it a whole different color right here in this corner. And let's let it move around. Oh, look, it's gone. It's a miracle. one thing I didn't bring down with me were Q-tips. I'm sure I have something down here that I could use as one. Where you can use it as a tool to wipe away. And that's how she did her birch trees. She wiped away what was there, exposed the white tile, and then just shaded it with some watered down black. Or not watered down, but you know what I mean, with alcohol. And shaded it, made the little lines that are on the, like not rings, but the little marks that are on the bark of the birch tree. That's just kind of funky enough to be cool. Although this little piece down here isn't floating my boat, so a little bit of pool, a little sailboat, a little blending solution. Oop! Get off of there. This could be one of those endless projects. You could either finish up in 5 minutes or go for hours, because you can change anything and tweak it. But it's so, what's the word I want to use? I don't want to say generic. Generic's not the word I'm looking for. It's so, almost said it. Oh, rats, another one of the problems with aging. You can't remember a damn thing. It's, what do I want to say? It's random. It's uncontrolled. It's, I'll think about it. I'll wake up in the middle of the night screaming the word, and Dave will think, what the hell's happening here? But, so here's kind of where we are. And I think I'm going to stop there. But I like it. I mean, it's nothing. It's just kind of funky, bright colors. It's almost like got a southwesty feel, I guess, with these two going on here. All right, so I'm going to stop on that one. But here's what I wanted to play with, and this may be a total flub from the get-go, but I think it should work. But it's the claybord that I've been doing those texture panels on. Organic, that's the word I'm looking for over here. It's got an organic feel. You have no control over the ink. It kind of goes and blends where it wants to. Whew, thank you. So, I don't know that this is porous. It's very smooth, and it is hard. So, I'm going to try it. So, hang on to your hats, people. Here we go. Let's do something different, shall we? Clover, eggplant, wild plum, stream, what's raisin? I don't know what raisin is. Let's find out. So, ooh, hello. That looks a little different. Oh, that's kind of a funny, that's kind of a cool color, actually. The raisin, it's kind of like a orangey brown. I mean, what the hell am I saying? Kind of a reddish brown, more red than anything. I don't know that I would name that raisin. And it's not too close to what the label shows, but maybe it's just the substrate that I've chosen. Let's do something else I didn't use yet. Let's use eggplant. It looks like it really starts to suck in on this stuff. It does act different on here. And this is red pepper. These are the same colors as the all the distress and the all the distress colors and the Ranger spray inks. Can't talk. I know it's doing something. Red pepper's pretty. The eggplant looks kind of cool how it's kind of drying and fading into the red. They're still traveling. They're still moving. See the far edge? Can you see that moving any? No? Yes? I don't know. This is really tricky stuff on the camera, I think, according to what I'm seeing on the screen. Of course, I'm looking at it with no glasses. Hopefully those suckers will come in next week. Now, you know what I'm seeing, and I wonder if you can see this, because this must have something to do with the yupo. But there is a very faint, almost like a fibrous circular pattern. I'm going to touch this to see if I feel it. Now, it still feels slick. Let me see if I can get this up here in the right light for you to see that. Can you see those faint circles on the board there? You can see it more in the red pepper. That darn light. That, there you kind of see him. It kind of looks almost like a snakeskin-ish kind of thing. I didn't see that on the yupo or on the tile, so it must, of course, have something to do with the claybord. But they're still kind of doing what they do on here. Let's do yellow and really shake it up, and then I'm going to let it drip down. Just when you thought it was safe. There we go. Let's see what happens. Wow, it's really dripping down. I'm making the colorful mess. I do not know what that looks like. Although it puts me in the mind of Luray Caverns or something with the stalactites and the... I don't know. What does that look like to you? Ink blot test. Let's see what's wrong with you people. I don't know. I kind of see a red elephant sort of carcass standing there in the middle. I don't know. I wonder what that says about me. Oh my. So let's do something. Let's spray this puppy. And see it, the alcohol doesn't act. You don't see that mosaic look. You see it very faintly over here in the lighter color. But it does not act the same on here. Let's see if the straw will do the same kind of thing. Yeah, that's kind of moving it the same way. Ooh, that's kind of wild looking. Let me dry that puppy. Excuse me. The remaining tickle from my sinus bronchitis siege of late. Lord. Usually cough for 3 weeks. And then finally it'll go away. Well, this has a much more flat, matte, see up in the corners where it's thick and black and you can see that it's still damp there. But look in this area, very flat matte, not shiny. Even see the light on it? The light doesn't catch it like it does up where it's wet. Very interesting. I guess if you wanted that look, you could do that, but not near as nice as it is on the tile, for sure, or the yupo. So I'm guessing that if this would have worked on the claybord, somebody smarter than me that's been doing this for a while would have already done that. But I like the tile thing. I think I'm going to make another tile. Yeah, this? Not so much. Let's see. What shall we do? Let me spray this one off. Clean it. Give me a nice, clean, shiny surface. These are sitting over on my lampwork side. I use some of these to raise my big marver that I work with under my torch to drop my mandrel down and roll the beads on the marver to shape it and cool the beads for different things. And I would put these together and raise up my marver, so I had a shorter distance to travel, keep my bead hot. But look at this, that's kind of cool. I see another journal cover coming there. So now what colors? Oh, let me try something. Oh no, it won't do it on here. I was thinking of putting like a rubber stamp image on first, like I do in the texture panels. But I think that'll just bead up on here. I don't think that'll work. I should try it though, shouldn't I? Oh no, I can't stand it. Hang on. And I know in my head it's probably not going to work. But there's no better fun than a fail on camera. I've always said that. Well, I've been dying to use this stamp. I just got this one. I think she's so cool. It is a Steampunk Lady Captain by Deep Red. It's very detailed, actually, the stamp is. So if we're going to hose it up, let's hose it up big, shall we? Brand new, too. I haven't used her. Okay. Let me get you lubed up here, honey. The hell do I have on there? Now, we all know that this probably isn't going to work on here, correct? I don't want to shock anybody. I need to juice back my, juice up my inker. Wow, it's got really cool fine details in there. All right, let's see. Okay, watch me. Pay attention. If this works, how cool would that be? But I have a feeling... No, I've already smeared it, taking it off. Would have been cool had I not smeared it. But I really don't think that's going to dry and work on there. Let me try it. If it is, I'll try to wipe it off and start over if one of this dries. It looks like it's going to stay on there, but I think with that non-porous, really slick glass-like surface of the tile, I don't think so. I already schmutzed this one up pretty good. Yeah. Real fun, yeah. Hello. No. But now we know. You don't have to try this at home. Of course, everybody probably knew that and was too smart to try it at home. But that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Let me see if this will come off of here. Oh, look at this. My permanent ink is falling up as I speak. There we go. Squeaky clean. And a little blue. Let's try that again with a clean paper towel. There we go. Isn't that a fun sound? Lord. Alright, let's try, I wonder what would happen. You know, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of thinking out loud. But I'm thinking, let's take the blending solution in this little needle bottle thingy here. And I'm just going to kind of make a swirly pattern. Alright, I don't want to pick it up because it's going to run, but you saw what I did. It's kind of snaky. And then I'm just going to drop some fun colors here and there. That's some raspberry, I believe, some wild plum, and some watermelon, and a little bit of orange, some yellow to lighten it up a little bit. raspberry. Is that the other one that I used? It was bright like that. Yeah.